everyone, Chas with Chas's Crazy Creations. So excited to be crafting with you all today. So I'm going to make sure that I've got my comments pulled up. So if you have any questions today, you can feel free to ask them. So today we're going to be making things to hopefully help relieve some stress. Okay, there we go. I've got my comments. We're opening it up. It says click to expand. All right, there it is. Okay, so when you tune in, please say where you're watching from and go ahead and drop that in the comments. And I'm Chas, and I am in Colorado. So last week we had snowstorms. This week we have 70-degree sun. So that is typical of our wonderful Colorado weather. So today I know that a lot of people have been, stressed out with all that is happening. So today I thought we'd make some projects that are for stress relief. And then they also will make great Mother's Day gifts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pan you down so that you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and move you down here. And this is just a old, let me bring you back up just a scotch. There we go. This is a old candle holder base, but you'd be able to use a bowl or a Rubbermaid type container. So you just need a base essentially. And I am going to go ahead and to start off, this is just in here is some sand. So we're going to go ahead and pour the sand into this candle holder base. All right, just like that. I'm going to shake it around to get it nice and level in there. Oh, hi to you, Nicole, my BFF. Woo! Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is the sand in here. Now, you can leave it like that, but I'm just going to go ahead and add some of these rocks in here. These are kind of from the dollar store. I already had them on hand, but you could, go rock collecting and keep them in here or not. And then the last thing you need for this, I miss you too, are just, you don't have to use these little garden tools, but you've got your garden tools here, there's shovels, and you've made yourself a little Zen garden, so you can just go ahead and have fun with that. You can move the rocks around, and you've got your own Zen garden. This is, again, just an old candle holder that the hurricane glass thing in the middle kind of just fell apart or whatever. But this is hi Chloe. Oh, hi Kitty. So I've made these for my kids before too, and I put them in those little shoe containers, and you can put rice in them or sand in them, and then you can use cars, in them, or action figures, and then your kids can have fun playing around in them too with de-stressing. So again, sand, rice, dried corn, beans, anything works for any of this. And you can put in any sort of bowl that you have. So how easy is that? If you like that, go ahead and send likes, send hearts. Please share this with anyone who might need a Zen garden in our home. And I tell you, I have had this for at least a couple of years now, and my kids always come down and play with this thing. So this is a definite in my house that it has to stay around. All right, I'm gonna move this aside, and we're gonna go ahead and make the next thing. So I'm gonna pull forward a bowl here with my supplies. And go ahead and move them out. All right, can you guys all see my bowl? Get myself centered there. Okay. You need that rake? Yeah. I think I ordered them on Amazon. They're like mini gardening tools, or like for trying to think of bonsai trees or something like that. Okay, so I just have a bowl, and I've got my little recipe here so I remember how I make my own recipe. And I'm gonna go ahead and use some salt, and I need about 1 cup of salt. And you could use salt or sugar for this. I'm a salt girl. I like the coarseness of it better. But you could easily use sugar. Most people like sugar better. Because what we're going to make is a body scrub. And we're going to make it with all ingredients that can be used on your body safely, which obviously I'm a chemical-free girl being a cancer survivor, so I would like things to be as natural as possible. So I ran out of salt, so I'm opening up another one. This is just table salt or sea salt, either, it doesn't really matter. Again, some reasons some people don't like the salt is if you happen to have, you know, a scrape or cut, then the salt will sting. So that's why a lot of people don't like the salt. So again, use sugar instead. That is no problem. So that's 1 cup of salt or sugar, your choice. Hi, Cynthia. So glad to see you. Okay, so that is 1 cup of salt. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the oil. And my recommendation for oil is avocado oil. And I use this brand. It doesn't matter what brand you want, or organic is usually the one I go with. You could use olive oil, almond oil, whatever your oil you're comfortable with, but my integrative medicine doctor, who I go to, recommended that I start using avocado oil for moisturizing. It's the most natural thing, and it's not got a bunch of chemicals in it. So this is my new lotion. This is my new face moisturizer. Yes. Okay, so this is a 1/2 cup of avocado oil, but again, use the oil of your choice. I'm gonna go ahead and set that in there. I'm gonna set this aside. And then you could just stop here if you want, but I am gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to my recipe. So 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, it just gives it a nice smell. Plus it has a little bit of acidity in it, which is good for exfoliation and renewal and all of that exciting stuff. So there we go. In a nutshell, let me move this aside again. This recipe is 1 cup of salt or sugar, 1/2 cup of an oil of your choice, and 1 tablespoon of lemon. And now I'm just gonna mix it together. How's the weather where you guys are at? Drop that in the comments. This would make a great Mother's Day gift, I think. So that's how easy that is. And now you've got yourself a nice scrub. And this scrub will moisturize, and so it removes the salt and sugar, removes all the dead skin cells, and the oil moisturizes. So there you go. How easy is that? It's all natural, and it would make great birthday gifts, party favors, and it's just fun to play with. So if you like this, please send likes, please send hearts, please share this with anybody you think might want to know how to make a natural body scrub. All right, as I'm getting ready for the next one, which is exciting, we're gonna make some bath bombs. I would love to know, raise your hand if you're interested in a crafting group or an upcycling, repurposing group. Raise your hand if you're interested in something like that, or put yes please, count me in the comments. We are interested in checking it out. Just a little idea. What do you guys think? What kind of stuff would you want to see? You can drop that in the comments too. Ooh, I saw some likes and hearts. Thank you, guys. Okay. Oh, it's beautiful in California. That's awesome, Cynthia. All right, this is a bowl again. What we're going to do to make bath bombs is, first is baking soda. So I've got my baking soda here, and I'm going to scoop 1 cup of baking soda. Ah, Chloe, yes, please. Oh, look at all the love. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. That is so fun to watch. Oh, you guys are the best. Oh, I got one mad face. Aw. All right, so this is 1 cup of baking soda. I'm gonna put that in there. Baking soda. 1 cup of baking soda. And then next I need citric acid. This is the secret to the fizziness. So, oh, Nicole, you're the best. Thank you for all the love. All right, so in 1 cup of baking soda, now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of citric acid. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And you can, you know, mess around with this a little bit and go more or less depending on the fizziness that you want. So there is that. So again, 2 very natural ingredients to make these. And then now I need some cornstarch. So I'm gonna grab my cornstarch here. And I need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's all my dry ingredients. That's it. So baking soda, citric acid, and cornstarch. Easy peasy. All right, let me set this aside. And I'm just gonna whisk all that together. I want that good and mixed before we move on. So here's what it looks like. What kind of crafts do you want to see us do in our Craft Chat Live group? Which, by the way, if you're not part of our group, go ahead and join Craft Chat Live. I think it'd be fun to craft together too. So that's my vote. But drop in what you'd want to see, and if you want to be counted in, count me in the comments. All right, so there it is. It's pretty mixed up right there. Now we have to add the wet ingredients. So first, I'm going to go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of oil. So again, I'm using my avocado oil, but use an oil of your choice. We're going to use 3, 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. All right, set that aside, get it out of the way. Okay, now I'm just going to start with mixing this up. And it's not going to be good enough to make in the mold yet. This is just starting it, because the next step that I have will start causing a little fizzing, and you want the least amount of reaction as possible if you can help it. So here's what it looks like. Hi, Michelle. So glad you could join. When is your next live, you guys? Oh, my mom's watching. Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Miranda. That's my niece. You guys, send me some love and some hearts. Okay, Michelle, when are you next Craft Chat Live? Drop that in the comments. And I think Shirley from Intelligent Domestications is tomorrow. So yeah, drop that in the comments if you remember. Tomorrow at 2. Thanks, Michelle. Why don't you drop, oh, you guys are good. I got lots of love coming. It's so fun to watch. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Thanks, Michelle. Go ahead and drop your link in there too so everybody knows where your blog is. Oh, you're already on top of it. Thank you. All right, again, all natural ingredients. Baking soda, citric acid, cornstarch, and avocado oil so far, okay? Now, I'm gonna let that sit for 1 second and we're gonna talk molds. So, I just ordered these on Amazon. They look like this. There's a smaller one, and I also have a bigger size one, so you can make different size. These are pretty reasonable on Amazon if you want to get them there. But if you don't have those on hand, there's other options. If you have ice cube trays, they work great in ice cube trays. And I took these bowls once. These are just from the dollar store, and then I squeezed these together. So there's lots of ways to go ahead and create the molds. So I only have 1 more ingredient because this is not, it's starting to stick, but it's too powdery. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little liquid to it, but I wanna be careful with how much it reacts. So one thing you could do at this point is to add a little essential oil of a scent that you like. Another thing you could do is add some food color, if you want it to be a color, or some flowers or different things like that. I am going to add some lemon juice today to give it a lemony smell, plus it's natural. The other thing I like to put in is vanilla, just regular baking vanilla. Those are 2 natural scents that you can add. And then as this goes in, you'll see that it starts to react. So this is only 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And then you want to get it stirring really good because you want to make sure that it doesn't react too much. Otherwise, when you put it in your bath, it is not going to fizz. And that would be not great. So the more citric acid, the more the fizz. That's where the secret in the fizz is, just so everybody knows. All right, so mixing that all up. And what you're looking for consistency is you want it to stick together. Okay, so sometimes it's still a little powdery. You can easily just add a little bit of water at a time, or a little lemon juice, whichever you want. So I'm gonna set this aside now, and let's go ahead. I wanna get in so you guys can see it here, so let me center up. And then what you do with your molds is you scoop them in. You scoop it in there, and I'm hoping I got it moist enough. But again, worst case, you start over and add a little water, so it's really not a big deal. So you get it in there, and then you squeeze your mold together like this. Now, my recommendation is to leave this for 24 hours because you want it to become solid. If you open it too soon, it's really still pretty brittle and fragile like this. But I'll show you, I'll give you a glimpse. So here's what it will look like. So you could carefully take it out and let it dry this way as well, or leave it in the mold. If you're gonna make multiple ones, you might wanna carefully take them out, but that's it. So that's it. That's how easy it is to make a bath bomb. And again, all natural ingredients. So if you like this, please send likes, please send hearts. If you know somebody who might wanna make bath bombs or body scrubs or a Zen garden, please share this so that other people can watch it too. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my Facebook page and join me, or my, I'd love it if you'd, join my blog or my YouTube channel. I have tutorials for bath bombs and that body scrub on my blog and my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna pan up so I can smile at everybody. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm gonna let this one dry. I'm gonna set back down. My hands are all full of stuff. What are you hoping for Mother's Day? Anything? I know a bunch of you are moms out there. Go ahead and drop that in the comments. So again, I'd love it if you don't forget to follow our Craft Chat Live group. And I'd love it if you'd follow me or like me on Facebook. And then of course, all these tutorials and instructions are on my blog at chassascrazycreations.com. And YouTube is the same, Chass Crazy Creations. So thank you for watching, and I will be here next week, 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, following Chloe on Celebrate and Decorate. Thank you so much for joining, and have a great afternoon.